everyone, welcome to another episode of POW Pro Wrestling. He's Mr. Ooh La La, and I'm the Commissioner, Brian Zane. Mr. I cannot stop thinking about what happened last week here on the show. That lie detector test, that debacle we saw, that farce of a lie detector test. You saw what happened. It was a setup from the beginning, it seems. Jonas Albert Robinson shaving the head of one Zay Perez. But you know what? They got that $10,000 street fight coming up, so you know they're looking for revenge.
They're looking for revenge, or they get it, who knows, but I've been replaying, relishing that image in my mind time after time after time of those hedge clippers just taking away the dignity of one Zay Perez as Spencer Scott watches helplessly. And you know, I think when that $10,000 street fight comes along, Jonas Albert Robinson is going to take that one last little bit of pride from the Flaming Aces and Jay Don and just shear it right off. Well, speaking of dignity, here's someone who knows a thing or two about personal dignity. But be that as it may, folks, this week here on the program, we've got a rematch coming up for you. Now, you might recall a few weeks ago when the Academy defeated the young team of Duv and Dangerous. Well, this week, the young upstarts have a chance to prove their mettle once again. The Academy looking to take Duv and Dangerous to school for a second time. Let's hear from those competitors.
What do you say, Steven? You want one more?
I can't eat right now. I cannot eat. How could you eat at a time like this? We're wrestling the Academy again tonight. Wrestling Nick Radford and Tom Allman. And you know what? They call themselves the educators of professional wrestling. The only thing we've learned from them is that they have to cheat to win. When they injured my tag partner's knee and used Nick Radford's dumb fanfic book to get a cheap win over me last month, it pissed me off. Let me tell you right now, the only thing they are in the classroom is a couple of schoolyard bullies. Tonight we're gonna take them to task, isn't that right, Frankie?
You know what, you just reminded me, talking about taking them to task, showing some class, the first professional wrestling class I ever went to, Nick Radford was there. I've been trying to catch up to him this whole time, and you know what? It's a thrill finally being there in the squared circle with him. Speaking of which, 2 lessons I learned from the Academy recently. Number 1, take good care of your knees. Number 2, you got one shot to make a good impression in there. While the Academy maybe hasn't had the best impression, I know me and Steven tonight are gonna work real hard to make a good impression on YouTube. So we look forward to seeing you there, Academy.
Formalities here. This rematch between the Academy and Duv and Dangerous.
Has this match even officially started?
I don't believe the bell has sounded yet. Referee Fidel Martinez needs to get involved here.
Uh-oh.
And now the bell sounds, and tell you what, the Academy off the races.
Going after that leg of Frankie Duv they injured last time.
Now they're going for it already, that's right. Kick out. That leg of Frankie Duv was a target, and that's why we've got this rematch here. Oh! Tell you what, those pre-match comments from our two
friends. Radford, he's too close.
From our 2 friends here, Duv and Dangerous. Frankie Duv seemed the more calm and rational of the 2 of them, and it was him who had the busted leg by the end of the night.
Yeah, this Stephen Bradley's out of his mind, all right? I've been in the ring with him. It's a complete nut job. Makes a dangerous work environment.
Tag made. In comes the educated enforcer, Allman. Oh! Make a wish.
Yeah, I bet Frankie wishes he wasn't there right now.
Especially after that one. Allman is certainly the heavy hitter of the Academy. Nick Radford is, well, they're both the brains. Obviously, they're both very intelligent, but I think Radford kind of associates himself as the leader of the 2. Captain of the team, as it were. That I would agree with. Here we go. Oh,
yeah.
Bringing down that leg, really trying to re-aggravate the injury. Not looking good for Frankie. Makes the cover. 1, not even a 2 count. Radford now going for the elbow drop, gets none of it. Here we go, trying to follow up here so far, 0 for 2. How about maybe 3?
Gotta make the tag, though. Can't make the tag.
Right there.
Right in his corner, right where he wants to be. In comes Stephen Bradley onto Radford, onto Allman.
Oh,
Bradley, the rookie, he's going to try and dive at anything that moves here. Big rising knee lift, follows it up with a power slam. Cover made, 2-0. Not surprised Allman didn't go to try and break that cover up. Oh, here we go now. Trying to assert his will here on Bradley. There's the fan fiction, look out, oh no! He just decked his own man. Code breaker. Down goes Radford.
Oh, no.
Belly to belly.
Oh, God. Picks him up, 1, 2. He's got him.
Wow. Tell you what, the new team of Duv Dangerous, they are a couple of rookies. They had something to prove here. What a great win for these two young studs at POW Pro Wrestling.
That was a fluke, I call it. If he hadn't hit Tom on with that book that the Duv Dangerous brought in the ring in the first place, they never would have won.
The what? The Duv Dangerous brought into the ring.
I saw it.
Hey, you live by the book, you die by the book.
Absolutely.
And in this case, Frankie Duv feeling the love this week on POW.
Holy cow, mister, did you see what Duv and Dangerous just did to the very established, very rock-solid team of the Academy? They beat him in like 3 minutes.
I saw those rookies, Duv and Dangerous, use a tool of wisdom and turn it into a weapon. You see how Tom Allman got smacked in the face with that book? Nick Radford is trying to open up the book, read a few passages, give these young boys a little bit of an education. And what do Duv and Dangerous do? They take advantage of it like a couple of thugs, like a couple of miscreants who should be in detention. And that's exactly where the Academy are going to send them when they meet again in the ring.
Hey, you live by the book, you die by the book. That's a lesson that the Academy should take to heart. Well, coming up in this week's main event, folks, even more tag team action coming your way with tremendous stakes as the Blanchard brothers take on the POW Pro Wrestling champion, Zicky Dice, and the Wrestling with Regret YouTube champion, Levi Shapiro. Now, you might recall a few weeks ago here on this program when brother Levi received one of the most ridiculous birthday gifts of all time, Zicky Dice laying down, and of course, Mr. You were the referee for that very hard-fought battle. Levi once again becoming YouTube champion.
And a shocking upset, if I must say. Levi Shapiro
Yeah.
over one Zicky Dice. Now the gold is evenly distributed in Atlantis Enterprises. Everything is almost right for the world, and it will come to pass tonight when the Blanchards say au revoir to POW Pro Wrestling at the hands of Brother Zichard and Brother Levi.
It's titles versus careers. If the Blanchards win, then they get the gold. But if Zicky and Levi win, the Blanchards are out. That main event is right now.
A few weeks ago, Zicky, we were in the party, didn't we? Got cake a little bit everywhere. Now you and Brother Levi, you got us in a bind here. We're in a match that's, I'm not gonna say scary for us, but this is big.
It is real big. You see, we just flew in from hanging out with Bruce Springsteen, and we were singing that song with him on stage. This is my hometown, and you're in our hometown, and you want to come into our hometown, and you want to have a loser leave town match in our hometown. This is our hometown. There's no way, ever, that Levi and Ziggy are taking the Blanchards out in Eugene, Oregon. It ain't happening. Not today, not any day. So Levi, Ziggy, strap them up real tight, because the Blanchard brothers were coming tonight.
You thought that cake was messy.
We've got the POW Pro Wrestling champion, Zicky Dice, the Wrestling with Regret YouTube champion, Levi Shapiro, putting their respective belts on the line in a tag team affair. If either of the Blanchards, if either of the champions, and that belt changes hands. But if the Blanchards lose, gentlemen, then they're out of POW Pro Wrestling.
Could be bigger stakes for sure.
It's so hard hard to root against the Blanchards, considering these men are an institution. They are the definition of tag team experience in this part of the world.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I've got one thing to say and one thing to say only. For the longest time, the Pacific Northwest was Blanchard country. And tonight is the final stop of Dead and Blanchard and Company. So you two boys better get packing because the new strut champions are here.
Levi Shapiro, never at a loss for words. This is a man who making his in-ring return to POW. We have not seen him compete in several months because of that injury to his nose he allegedly suffered at the hands of Vacant earlier this year. And you can see both belts are on the line here in this matchup. Both teams, each man with a lot to lose. Jonas, I'll put you on the spot. Who do you have here?
Oh, geez, Brian Zane. You know what? You said before, it's hard to root against the Blanchards. I mean, they're tag team mainstays here in the Northwest. Jeremy Blanchard, our broadcast colleague, even though he does step all over my lines every time. But, you know, you got to think, it's champion's advantage, right? Zicky and Levi don't have to beat the Blanchards have to beat them. They have to win those titles or else they're out of here.
That is true.
And I just want to say how courageous it is of Zicky and Brother Levi to be wrestling after that hard-fought, epic 5-star YouTube title match they had.
Oh, stop it. That was a farce.
Levi just with the mimicking there of Jeremy Blanchard.
Jeremy is a man who likes his struts, and for that matter, so does Levi Shapiro. That's the kicker of all this. This is somebody who I've known for well over a decade, someone who I have seen come up through the business. He and I running similar paths. I accompanied him in the Riv to ringside for many a year and led him to become the APW Internet Champion, the first ever YouTube champion. And now I don't know what he's thinking, running with Zicky Dice the way he's been. Look at this. I won't deny that Shapiro is an excellent wrestler, and if there's anyone who can give the Blanchards fits tonight, it's this man.
Come on, look at that showboat.
Well, there you go. You strut a little, I strut a little.
Nothing I dislike more than someone who's arrogant.
Okay.
Moving right along, shall we? Test of strength upcoming right here is Levi Shapiro.
You have to think that Brother Levi's got the strength advantage. Definitely the height advantage, geez Louise.
Okay, the height advantage maybe, but Jeremy's definitely got a lot of that ring savvy. I think that will play a big role.
True.
We're not going to find out though, because instead,
Jeremy with the right hand, firing up here against the timeless one, wearing Zicky. Oh my God, wearing Zicky's shirt even. Oh.
Taking it back to his high school hooping days with that height.
Now that's a strut. All right. I don't think this is the time or place for a Texarkana strut off. We're not at the Gold Coast.
12 large.
There we go.
Oh gosh.
Nice amateur style roll up by the champion. No. Kick out at 2 by Jeremy.
See you punch your way out of that, Blanchard.
My goodness. No one wants to be caught slipping, get caught unaware here because of what is riding on this main event matchup. Of course, it was a few weeks ago. Zicky and Levi and Charlie Avell had their big celebration, big YouTube championship match. And Mr. Ooh La La ended up with a face full of cake. So this matchup here, there's a lot riding on the line here, a lot of pride, you gotta believe.
Oh, Blanchard's like a wild caveman in there.
process here. Zicky Dice is briefly the first man to simultaneously hold the Wrestling with Regret YouTube title and the POW Pro Wrestling title.
Tries his own version there of the strut. I don't think that really was very successful.
It's just been a big strut off of the opening minutes of this matchup here. Oh, hard to pinpoint a lot of actual wrestling acumen here, but Zicky Dice, the champion, bringing it here. I'm not gonna lie.
Fist drop, gets the cover. It's a 1, 2, no.
All right, so you used to be, what was it, Bubbies with Brother Levi. What's up with that glove there?
Well, you know, he's a student of the game, big fan of Barry Windham, and the glove is a tribute, and of course, one of his top maneuvers is that iron claw.
I always liked that Baron von Raschke. He had a good claw.
Certainly one of the masters of the hold. Levi Shapiro's claw is very effective. He has won matches, won championships with it.
Even toe DDT.
Look at that. Tag into the POW champion, who's now doing the, oh man, is digging the elbow into the leg. Ah, that's got a sting. Of Jeremy Blanchard, we're on the upper leg area. Oh my God, that's gonna pull a hamstring.
I think that's exactly what he did. Jeremy Blanchard right now needs to make a tag. He needs to get out of that, have a chance to recover, but Zicky Dice isn't going to give him the chance.
No! Wrapping the leg around the ring apron. Such a hard surface. No give in that area. And now the champion kind of playing with his food here. Wants to do another a foot DDT onto the concrete now. There is absolutely no joy in coming into contact with that. Bubba Blanchard now.
Doing more harm than good to his brother.
Yeah, you're not lying. The referee cannot see what is happening here.
Meanwhile, double team going on the ring outside. Oh, Shapiro with the shot to Jeremy on the apron. Finally sends him in. Zicky Dice now with the cover.
Here we go now, and look at this. Benjamin Roberts is a little smarter than that. I mean, you can see that clear as day, guys.
Tag made, here we go. Levi Shapiro now in the ring. Zicky opens him up. Shot to Jeremy there.
Oh, he's out, hit him.
2, no.
Benji Roberts' arms are too long, makes it hard to count faster. This is unfair.
Yep, 1, 2. That was a pretty nice count to me.
And they're looking like Lurch.
We do have a lot of tall referees in this area. Have you noticed that?
Something in the water, I guess.
Here we go now. Brother Levi Shapiro looking to put more damage onto Jeremy's leg. Did you see how it bent and contorted like that? Oh my God.
Targeting both the legs now.
Here we go. And now these two brothers telling Jeremy to make a wish.
Well, hopefully for their wish it doesn't come true.
Absolutely. Zicky now possibly going for a single leg crowd, but the referee telling him to get out of the ring.
Don't put your hands on him.
Not the legal man. Get him out of the ring. And you can see Levi, though, digging his fingers into the flesh and the eyes.
Oh, no, look out. Look out, Levi.
Blanchard. Bubba now has had enough. The referee telling him to get back there. All that's doing is keeping Jeremy exposed.
We're leaving Jeremy out there in no man's land. At least halfway to the corner. They need to get on him.
Things looking dire for the Prince of Memphis. Jeremy now in a bad way here. His leg has been targeted for the last several minutes here, and now we see that step over into the half crab.
He's outlandish, all right.
Well, yeah, he certainly put a little bit of extra, zing on that one, if you want to call it that.
Extra Zicky?
Yeah, it's extra something.
No shame in throwing in the towel, Jeremy.
If he taps out here, then their POW tenure is kaput.
Sure, we can get you on some county fairs. Don't pay as good as POW, but you know.
The Blanchards, and Zicky Dice are all POW originals. They were all here at the beginning of the genesis of POW. Levi Shapiro, of course, a neckbreaker reversal, a later entry. And now, Levi is reaching in, begging for a tag, as is Bubba. This is going to be a great opportunity for both teams to cycle out their members, but you can see now Jeremy grabbing the ankle of one Mr. Dice.
Slows him up on there, that allows Jeremy to
get
make the
tags
tag.
on both ends. In comes Levi, in comes Bubba.
Clothesline to one, clothesline to two, make it two each.
And Bubba is on fire here. Bubba. Throwing it, wait a minute.
What are you doing, Bubba?
Bubba, whoa. What was that? Bubba just completely opened fire on the referee. Benjamin Roberts is out.
Yeah, get yourself DQ'd, you idiot. You won't be able to wrestle here anymore.
I mean, low blow to Bubba. I don't know what Blanchard was thinking here. DDT. But folks,
maybe Zicky's calling for somebody now.
This match is still going. No, in comes Mr. Ooh La La in his referee gear, no less.
Finally, a trusted official.
You've got to be kidding me. No, wait a minute.
He's got the claw stuck on him.
He got the claw on the wrong man. What a goof.
The power of that claw turned apart.
Had a hard time letting go. Lariat by Jeremy. Fighting for his POW career. Fighting for those championships. Here we go. Drop his miss.
Water in the pool.
Up top. Down goes Levi. 1, 2. Wait a minute, Bubba. What are you doing?
Takes under the law.
He fired immediately.
He has laid out the impresario. And the backup referee now. Now, wait a minute. In comes Buddy Ruth. A third referee now. At some point, someone's got to just throw the match out, right? Wait a minute.
Oh, gosh.
Spears in stereo. Wait a minute. We have a double cover.
3, he's got it. The Blanchards win. The Blanchards stay.
They did it. They did it. They're the champions.
Not only that, but they've got all the belts now.
How does it feel? Well, those might be the shortest reigns of either championship in existence. Just like that, the Blanchard brothers not only stay in POW, but they walk away. Your new POW champion. Your new Wrestling with Regret YouTube champion. I can't believe it.
I'm gonna be sick to my stomach.
But wait a minute.
Bubba Blanchard, POW Pro Wrestling Champion. Oh, God.
With AC/DC's Thunderstruck playing in honor of their fallen friend, Thunder. These guys have won the match. And
Wait a minute.
But wait a minute. Referee Benjamin Roberts is up. He was the original referee in all this. Stay with us, folks. There is some. Now, wait a minute. We're having a conference here with the officials. Benji Roberts.
Blanchard's strutting around with the belts right now.
There is some debate here. There is some hollering from Levi Shapiro and Zicky Dice.
I just spoke with the referee. And the Blanchards are actually disqualified.
Wait a minute.
You can't put your hands on an official, Brian Zane.
Zicky Dice and Brother Levi
This is ridiculous. The disqualification, I guess, like, gotta hand it to the original official for stepping in. It was Bubba Blanchard who struck the referee.
Welcome to the outlandish era. See you later, boys. Who else should we send home next, Levi? We got a whole guys.
Wait just a minute, okay? You guys had your fun all night, but it's time that I interject, all right?
Oh yeah, Brian Zane, why don't you get in there? I'll give you a title shot whenever you want, you little dweeb.
I like to see that.
Now, first let's address the new Wrestling with Regret YouTube champion, Brother Levi.
Shapiro.
Yeah.
Shapiro, with the brand new nose. Put your hands together and show some respect. Thank you, Levi.
Levi, congratulations on making history and becoming the first ever 3-time champion. That's really impressive, and the way you did it was outstanding. I have to say, outlandish. But here's the thing. You remember, that's enough out of you. You remember when Steve Miggs was the champion and all the stuff we did to throw at him to get the belt off of him? If you thought that what we did to Steve Miggs was strenuous, then Booby, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because on Friday the 13th of October, I'm going to put you in a fatal 4-way match for the YouTube Championship. You are taking on Chris Brady. You are taking on the Lucha Duel Sonico. And you're also taking on Alan Angels.
You know what? That's real nice, Brian Zane. But Levi Shapiro is not a cruiserweight idiot like the rest of those 3 dweebs. He's got double the size, double the weight, and double the history in this fight sport of professional wrestling.
Fair enough. Congratulations on holding on to your championship by the skin of your teeth tonight, Zicky. But you're in for some fun on Friday the 13th as well.
Yeah.
Because you may have run out Funny Bone from POW Pro Wrestling.
And he was crying the last time he was I quit wrestling. Who should I make cry next, Brian Zane? Is it you?
Why don't you try on this for size? Why don't you take on and defend your championship against Funny Bone's good friend, the homicidal artist, Drexel? Hold on. It's not enough. It's not enough just to put your belt on the line against Drexel. Let's make things a little more interesting. Since it's going to be the spooky season, how's about we have you defend that belt in a casket match?
Brian Zane, that's fine, because you tried to bury me for long enough. Casket match it is. I'll see you on Friday the 13th. Hit my music. I am the champion of this place, let me remind you.
Good luck is all I'm going to say, gentlemen.
Well, how's that for a decree, gentlemen?
Once again, an abuse of power by Brian Zane.
These guys ain't seen nothing yet.
As the commissioner, he can make those kinds of matches, and I personally look forward to seeing it